Hey guys, today I was going to show you a cool find. I don't know what the deal is in my neighborhood, but people are always throwing out fish tanks. So if you see this tank behind me, I believe it's a 50-gallon breeder size with a stand, but someone was just throwing it out, so I'm like, well, why let the garbage guy just waste it? I have no idea if it leaks. I don't know if it's what condition it's in, but you can see it's absolutely filthy and stuff, but I'll take a zoom in on it so you guys can get a good look at it. So it looks like he had salt water in it, and I don't know, maybe he just gave up, but you can see there's scratches and stuff. It's got the sump in there. It's pretty cool. You still got the old sand in there. It's basically a complete wreck, but if you look at it, it was manufactured in April 2017. It's not like that old. And then he was throwing out the stand too, which is pretty jacked, but I'm sure I can clean it off and get it back up to speed. Looks like crap now, but a lot of that's just the salt. So, and then the sump. He was actually throwing out the sump too, but I was like, I can't fit that much stuff in my car, and it's pretty crappy. So I decided to just take what I could get, and who knows, this thing might leak, I don't know, but I've repaired so many tanks, I'm not really worried about it leaking. This is basically what we call fish room quality. I don't know if you can see the scratches in there and stuff, but you know, if you want to do a setup like some of my grow out tanks, I got my little fry in there in that tank, and I got my fry down here. And what happens is when they get a little bit bigger, I'll combine these two and put them in the same tank. And then who cares what the tank looks like? It's just a grow out tank. So I'm gonna come over to this tank. I'm gonna wet it all down first, kind of get this stuff loosened up. Super crusty. Get that loosened up with some water. Let it soak for a while, and then I might just take a razor blade. Those work great, and just scrape and see how far I can get. All right guys, so I wetted down the inside of the glass. I'm gonna use a straight blade. Basically it's from a utility knife, but these work really good. You hold them at an angle, don't go like this. Hold it at an angle, and you just gently push down, and you can see if you can see all that gunk, algae, kind of salty matter just coming right off. So this does not scratch the glass either. It's kind of a weird thing. You'd think it would scratch the glass, but it doesn't. So then I'll come across, and I'm just going to rinse it down so you can kind of see what's happening here. But you can see how awesome that's already coming off. And once this is all scraped down, I'm going to get a sponge pad and just wipe it all down again, and then I'll move on to the stand. Okay, so pretty much scrape most of the sides, and so I'm going to wet it down again, so kind of loosens everything up. But also now I have my scrub pad, and I'll just come back, and you can see all the algae and debris coming right off. And already the tank's looking like $1 million, not $1 million, but you can see what's gonna happen as we clean up. It's really coming together nicely. Keep it rolling. Let me just water it down real bit. So, you can see, there you go. This literally took me like 5 minutes. So, no big deal there. Once I get this all cleaned, I'm going to clean the stand. I'm going to fill it up, do a leak test. If it leaks, no big deal. Any of these joints can be easily fixed. Just siliconing out, cleaning it, all that standard procedure on that. So I'll show you the final product. Okay, so when you use a sponge cleaner like this, or a handheld one thing you have to be real careful when you clean any tank, not just a filthy tank like this. Make sure no gravel gets in this material. Because if gravel gets in there and then you start cleaning like this, and you think you did a great job, and then you come back around to the front of the tank after you fill it back up, you're going to see all these scratches. Glass can scratch pretty easily, especially when you're applying a lot of force. So just be mindful, clean the sand and gravel off the glass if it's on there, and make sure there's no gravel or glass, gravel or sand in your cleaning pad. So here we go, guys. I got it all cleaned out, filled up with water. It's looking really good. I mean, there's definitely some scratches in there and stuff, but I'm really happy with how it got cleaned. Here, let me do a zoom in for you. Light that I had, just a fluorescent light, no big deal. But right now it's bare bottom there. I'm gonna be putting in some fry to grow out. So I'm using this as kind of a grow out tank. There's still some scratches there. I mean, you can see once it's underwater, it's not as bad, but it's a fish room kind of tank. It's nothing that you're gonna put like in your living room. And then I washed out the stand. I just washed it down with a hose and a rag and it came out really nice. I mean, again, it's fish room quality, but holds water. It's a big tank and I got it for free, so I can't complain.